The last 7 days of Las Vegas real estate, getting golden. That's right, folks, we're getting golden, and I'm gonna tell you all about it on the other side. Stick with me, got a bunch for you. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my weekly Las Vegas real estate show. If you're interested in information, in particular facts about what's happening in the Las Vegas real estate market, and a little personality, all right? If you're interested in that, well, you found the spot for sure. I think I have a lot to offer, and I want you to tell me if I do. So if I say something you agree with or don't agree with, let me know. Let me have it in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And if you really love it, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, folks. That's what I'm here for, to continuously give you information. And if you're not subscribing, well, you're not getting that information. And that's just no fun for anyone, all right? Today, as always, I have the facts and information that you need if you're interested even just a little bit in Las Vegas and Las Vegas real estate. I was born and raised here, and for the last 14 years, I've been doing residential real estate. My mother was in real estate and still is since 1976. So it's kind of in my blood. Of course, mom didn't have YouTube. She didn't have a lot of things that we have now in real estate. She didn't have Las Vegas being the amazing destination that it is for so many people these days. Although Las Vegas has always been winning. It's been climbing up the ranks since I was born and before. It steadily has grown. There has been huge growth spurts, of course, as many know. That's what's leading me into what I want to talk about before I get into the 7-day market update for you. I'm often asked what it's like to be born and raised in Las Vegas and now have a very, very good ice hockey team. Ice hockey in the desert, right? People ask me all the time, like, whoa, what a trip that is. What's that like? You know, you had nothing. Vegas wasn't even allowed to have sports teams because of betting. Okay, they were worried that there would be rigging and that the betting would infect the sports. Well, I guess they decided it's too late for that, so let's just go ahead and put lots of sports in Las Vegas. And the first big one, the first major, if you will, was obviously the Golden Knights. And I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't even really pay a lot of attention to them right away. I've always been a hockey fan, especially of the playoffs, but not really a season long, gonna watch them, you know, every game and gonna really watch what's happening, right? So I'd kind of eyeball a little bit, and for the first year, it was like, okay, hey, they're doing all right. Didn't have a lot of expectations, so they weren't on my map until late in 2017. Of course, we had the awful shooting that happened here in Las Vegas, and then the Knights came along and did start to do something for people here. It did start to bring up this Vegas strong thing and a little bit of Vegas pride. Now, being here all my life, one thing that I always said that we did not have was culture. We just didn't really have a lot of culture in Las Vegas. Even though it was there, it was not on the surface. The culture was gaming, Sin City, you know, it's this thing that people see from the exterior and go, oh, you have homes there? You actually have people that don't live in hotels? So that's what I saw growing up, was not a lot of culture. And then suddenly, you know, other things were happening culturally, I'd say. You know, the downtown area was starting to explode. But when the Vegas Golden Knights came along, they started putting more building blocks on that. And sports have been able to do that for many cities. So I thought, listen, this team is going to need to grow. I've seen other sports teams come into existence, and it takes time for them to become winning teams, right? Well, obviously right off the bat, boom, they become a great team. My first real NHL game was right on the ice. I was right on the glass, front row. Unbelievable. I want to thank my friend who took me there. I'll leave his name out of the story, but he's awesome, and so is his family. And I really appreciate them being from Canada and understanding hockey, along with a couple of other friends that know them. It was this tight group of people that suddenly I was involved with, that they knew hockey, and they also didn't have a lot of expectations, but they enjoyed going and thought, you know what, we're going to see like the Bruins come to play. We're going to see the Red Wings. We're going to see all these big storied franchises, the ones in Canada. So, hey, they were in, right? That's awesome. They happened to come here and be hockey fans already, and hockey came and followed them. So that was pretty cool. And all I know is after my first game, I was hooked on watching live hockey. I absolutely love the game in person. If you haven't watched it in person, you should definitely do that. And so here we are 6 years later. They made it all the way in the first year to the Stanley Cup. And so they almost won it then, but of course they didn't. And then they kept going into the playoffs, except for last season, every season since. So 5 out of the last 6 seasons, they've been in the playoffs. And now they are in their 6th season and they're back in the Stanley Cup. By the time I air this, we'll have known what the results of Game 1 are, but I want to explain a couple of things to you, what it's like to be a lifelong Las Vegas and suddenly an ice hockey fan, pretty suddenly. Absolutely amazing. This is going to be hard to ever replicate in Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of people think we should have our sports teams be brand new ones, just like the Golden Knights. When they say that, they don't realize the amount of absolute unprecedented things that had to happen in order for that team to become as big as it is now, as big as the Golden Knights are now, and to continue to be a team that is getting into the playoffs every year. We have storied franchises like the Raiders in football that come here and they aren't getting anywhere near the playoffs yet. So it's a serious challenge. I think the Vegas Golden Knights did bring culture because they are us. They became a beacon of our city. So now here I am and I've grown out my playoff beard. I might get a little hairy before the season's over. We got a couple more weeks at least of hockey left, and that means that this beard might get a little out of control here. Let's see, maybe I'll like it. Maybe a little trimmed up beard is all right for me, but I realize a lot of people that don't have playoff hockey in their towns might not have as many men with beards. Yeah, they might not. So that's enough about hockey. That's a lot about hockey. So now I'm going to jump right into the market update, 7-day market update. First, I'm going to see what's for sale in total on the market right now. You're going to see this on the 5th, but this is going back 7 days from June 2nd. All right, let me go back to my dashboard, my handy dandy dashboard, and I'm going to look at what's going on our 7-day market watch. This is so important to find out what's going to happen with inventory. If you are thinking that we're going to get more inventory and the market's going to get better for you, you need to know about these numbers. This will give you advance warning on what's happening. All right, that's why I keep doing this 7-day update. I hope it helps you, whether you're selling your home and you want to get in on a market that is low inventory like it is now, or when you start to see it tick up and you want to buy, and you think you can get in and get a deal, that's a good time to buy when there's a lot of inventory, typically, generally speaking. We have 6,432 total active properties on the market right now. The last 7 days, new listings back on market and coming soon add up to 977, okay? This is lower than it was the week prior. The week prior, we had 729 new listings, and we had 85 coming soon, and we had 217 back on market. Okay, so that was the week prior. Now we have 712, 194, and 71. Okay, that adds up to 977. That is lower, and that's not great if you're looking for more inventory, okay? Unless we have a sudden jump next week. Right now, our trajectory is definitely lower. And here's more proof of that it's not really getting better for you if you're a buyer out there right now. But those builders are aware of it, and they are giving incentives out there. They're making it easier for you to buy over there. You do have options. You're not out of options. It's just not as if it's super duper great. These are the properties that are not going to be within your reach at the moment, okay? Because they are under contract show. They are under contract no show. The under contract show, you can technically still show the property, although it has a contract on it and you can't get under contract with it, okay? So it's really not inventory. You're kind of crossing your fingers if you can get there. expired, withdrawn, conditional, withdrawn, temporarily off the market. Those add up to 1330. That is a little bit more than we saw last week as well. If you want to check out my last video towards the end of it, that's where I have the 7-day. And once again, we're going to go right to the solds. We have 834 that closed. Those are gone. Okay, those are for sure gone. The week prior, we had 806. So we have more closings. We have less coming on the market. We have more going away from you. This will mean that we have lower inventory. We're going to get our numbers this week. So my next update will also include our monthly numbers for the month of May. I think you already know. If you've been watching me, you already know. You don't have to watch the next update for month of May, because you know if you're interested in inventory, it's probably going to be about the same, maybe a little down. It's not going to be moving a lot. Finally, I will just point out that these price increases have been continuing. This week we had 113 price increases. Last week it was like 101. So more sellers are deciding, you know what, I want to bump up the price on my property. There are price decreases, as you can see there as well. Those represent many sellers who are just not really getting the message that they should have priced it better to begin with. So if you're a seller and you're thinking about getting this thing on the market, well, make sure you price it right. Price it right to sell. I'm promising you now, you will get more money out of the property than if you try to go for a higher price than it is worth, especially right now, a higher price than what those comparable sales are showing. Properties can be vastly different. So if you really think you have something special, get a professional involved like myself or someone else and have them take a look and tell you why your property is special and why you can price it at a higher level and expect to still get what you're looking for. All right, folks, I really appreciate you checking out all my videos, everybody. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want you to know this. I'm Rob Howe. I work for Elite Realty, and I am all about houses and you, and now you know how. The next time you need a realtor, I'm right here for you, folks. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you soon.